Have you ever wondered that why your English is technically correct, but sometimes it still doesn't sound as polished as you would look? In this video, I'm going to point out 5 English mistakes. Yes. And I would put money on the fact that make you at least 2 of them. Not because you don't know English well, not because you are not educated. Most of us learned the language in school, and here is the part you need to hear very carefully. These mistakes are so common in Indian English that we stop noticing them, but in certain professional and go global settings, they can quietly affect and how polished you come across. Even when your message is exactly the same. But I remember a senior professional in one of my workshops, 15 years of experience so called. He was fluent, a well articulated, confident speaker. But during a practice presentation, he said discuss about and 3 times in one sentence, and when I pointed out gently, he laughed and said, I have been saying that my whole career and nobody has ever told me. And that's exactly why I'm making this video. Hello everyone, I am Dr. Sangeeta Kumar, corporate trainer, author of 2 books, TEDx speaker, corporate trainer and ICF certified coach. And over the years, I have trained more than 1 lakh professionals across India, and my students are working with some of the very top-notch companies like Amazon, Deloitte, Google, Microsoft, and many more. So as someone who trains professionals across industries, I see these same 5 patterns again and again, and each one has a simple permanent fix. So let's go through. If one of these is new to you, and that's worth to subscribe the channel right now, because I'll keep sharing some of the insights which is really very valuable to you. So before I start, I want to make one thing very clear, and these are not sign of a poor English. They are translation patterns. They are habits formed because of how English is taught versus how it is naturally spoken. Even highly fluent, highly educated professionals make the same mistake. This is not about your intelligence, it is about the pattern that nobody has pointed out before. And once you notice them, you will never unsee them again. So let's begin. Imagine 2 professionals sitting in the same meeting, and the first person has great ideas, strong knowledge, and valuable insights, but while speaking, he keeps using translation. He keeps using translation-based errors, and the listener notices him. Not consciously every time, but enough to become slightly distracted. The focus shifts from the message to the language. So now imagine the second person. Same level of knowledge, same quality of ideas, but his English follows more natural patterns. What happens then? People focus entirely on what he was speaking, not how he was speaking. So that is what very powerful, because communication is not about having a great message, it is about delivering that message without unnecessary distraction. This is what the how pattern, and here is some of the insights that has to be kept in mind. So here are 5 fixes. Fixing 5 common mistakes can transform how professional your English sounds. So almost overnight. And the first mistake is probably the most of you don't even realize that you're making. So mistake number 1 is simple past instead of simple perfect. So many of you might be using I already submitted the report, which is grammatically wrong. So instead you can say I have submitted the report, and many of the native speakers naturally use the present perfect. This is what the fix. So why this fix? Because the action happened in the past, but its result matters right now, and the report has been submitted. So the work is complete, the present situation is affected. This one small shift instantly makes your English sound more natural. So remember this. When a past action connects directly to the present moment, present perfect is often is your best friend. And speaking of habits, the next mistake comes from your grammar rule, and many people learned incorrectly. So what is mistake number 2? Using continuous tense with steady verbs. So listen carefully to these sentences what I'm going to speak about. I'm having a car. She is knowing the answer. Do you feel these two sentences are right? So instead you could say, I have a car. She knows the answer. Because these two verbs, have and know, is steady verb. So some of the steady verbs like know, believe, love, understand, own, have, these words don't require ing form with helping verbs. So direct present simple tense you can use. So if something is a state rather than an action, pause before adding any helping verb. And this sounds very natural and very normal like native speaker. So now come to the mistake number 3, yesterday night. And how many times you people have used this word yesterday night? I finished the work. It sounds familiar, doesn't it? But in natural English, the native speakers, they use last night I finished this work. And this is the phrase most native speakers use very consistently. So instead, right from now, instead using yesterday night, say last night. And this is what the tiny effort and you have to implement right from now. And think of communication like polishing a diamond. One small polish can bring the drastic change in your personality. Now let's look at a word that many of you use very often. So now it's time for mistake number 4, overusing itself. And sometimes I hear sentences like, the system itself is having a problem. Do you feel that itself is required for more emphasis here? So not required. So most of the time it is not required. And the natural sentence may be in the same way, the system has a problem. So what is the need to add itself for further emphasis? It has to be cleaner, it has to be clear, shorter and stronger. So professional communication is not about adding more words. It is often about removing unnecessary ones. So whenever you use itself, ask yourself a question. Does this word add meaning here? Or is it just taking up space? If it doesn't add meaning, remove it. And now we come to the mistake that inspired a story and which I shared in the beginning, discuss about. And this is probably one of the most common patterns I hear. And usually people say, let's discuss about the project. Do you think this is right? Instead, you can say, let's discuss project. That's it. So no about, just discuss. And if you just recognized yourself in 2 or 3 these mistakes, take a breath. So almost everyone I have trained, including senior professionals or leaders, the goal is not to fix everything by today. Fix one thing this evening, today. And in 2 months, your English sounds noticeably different. But how do you actually make these corrections permanent? So I will give you a framework and this will give you a good fix that how you can implement. So number 1 thing is that write the correct version, self-correct out loud. That means once you speak loud, you give signal to your brain and you work on your mouth muscles, and this is very important. So now instead of working all 5, just pick any 2. It may be yesterday night or discuss about. So what you can do here, write in your notebook, your phone, wallpaper, or you can have your sticky note near your desk, and then every time you catch yourself making that mistake, correct and speak it loud, not in your mind, in your heart, or silence, because your mouth needs practice, not just your brain. And I remember one participant who focused only one pattern here, and that was discuss about. By the end of those 2 weeks, correcting it become automatic, and something very interesting happened. He naturally started noticing other small patterns too, and improvement creates awareness. Awareness creates more improvement, and this is how the real progress works. And there is one final practice technique that accelerates the entire process of yours. So let's do something together right now. Think about the last time you said discuss about, or yesterday night, or any one of the 5 mistakes already we have discussed earlier. Now say the correct sentence. Speak it loud 3 times right now. Do it right now. This is what the power of now. Not later, not tomorrow, not will do later, nothing. Because repetition creates fluency. And the goal is not to memorize grammar rules. The goal is to make the correct pattern feel natural. And the more often you hear yourself saying the right version, the faster your brain adopts, and it is by default. Small repetition today create confidence and communication tomorrow. So let me leave you with something very important. Even native English speakers make these grammar mistakes very consistently. And the goal was never perfection. And honestly, perfection is not what gets people promoted or respected or listened to. What matters is your clarity, confidence, and your continuous improvement. And this is not becoming someone else. It's about removing the pattern that very quietly make you sound less polished than you actually are. And this is completely within your control. Over the years, I have noticed something very fascinating. The professionals who improve fastest are not the smartest one. They are not necessarily the most educated. They are simply the most willing to notice and fix the small things, because small improvements compound and eventually they create big results. So remember this, every mistake you fix is one less thing standing between you and the confident English speaker you already are underneath. I would love to hear from you which of these 5 mistakes that you are going to practice, and comment here. And if you found this entire video very valuable, subscribe the channel right now and share it with your friends. And I will bring some of the valuable insights in my next video. So stay tuned, and that's all for the day. Thank you so much for watching me today.